Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 69, and today we are returning with two more games of our Lions in the Cups, as we take on Birmingham away at St Andrews in the FA Cup third round of Cups, and then Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Before we play the games, though, go show you how Mill been getting on off camera. So, of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-0 victory over Newcastle in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, and then our 2-0 victory against Manchester City, our first win against them in the series so far in the Premier League. I then played 5 games off camera, and the unbeaten run has been extended. 3 draws and 2 wins in the 5 games. Starting with 1-1 draw away at Vicarage Road against Watford. Julian Benker gave us the lead in this game before Richarlison equalised just past half an hour mark. Just real quickly as well, what do you guys make of the Richarlison signing to Everton? I totally understand why Marco Silva wanted to take him to Goodison Park. Do you think the fee was too much? Do you think it was too inflated? Or do you think that's right for today's transfer market? There's been a lot of talk about it on Twitter due to how much it could potentially be with clauses and add-ons. But what do you guys think? Too expensive or a decent fee in today's market for a good young talent? Anyway, after the game, we got back to winning ways. Well, 2 days. No, we didn't. We drew once again. A 2-2 draw away at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal on Boxing Day. I thought this was the game where our undefeated run was going to come to an end. I fielded a weakened side for this game because it was in between 2 more winnable fixtures, and we took the lead directly from kickoff. Ready Naldo giving us the goal and making it 1-0. Then Panda, who you might remember from Benfica's team last year in the Europa League, made it 1-1. He's joined Arsenal. He's unbelievable. He's got some incredible stats, made it 1-1. Alexander Isaac then made it 2-1. The Gunners went in front for the first time from the penalty spot, but 11 minutes after the restart, we didn't give up. Ben Chilwell made a great storming, overlapping run down the left-hand side, picked out and then Ready Naldo in the centre made it 2-2 as he bagged this brace, and we claimed a very impressive point away at the Emirates Stadium, and then a 4-0 victory in the final game of December at home against Aston Villa. Julian Benker got our first goal 12 minutes in. More on Benker in a moment as well, as Menji also bagged a brace in this game, and John Black scored as well. It's always great when John Black scores. Came off the bench, 8 minutes to go, and wrapped the points up to make it 4-0. Following that, first game of the new year on New Year's Day, a 1-1 draw at home to Spurs. We missed chance after chance after chance in this game, and with Spurs right now struggling, I think they're still in the relegation zone. We should have won this game with a chance. We had like 5 or 6 clear-cut opportunities. They only had 1, but they took it through Di Matta, and there was 6 minutes to go. We were bailed out by club captain Marek Kuchar. Almost lost the game at home to Spurs. Would have been a tough loss, that one, but I guess I had to be satisfied with a point, better than nothing, because it kept the undefeated run going. And our last game off camera was a 4-1 victory away at Carrow Road against Norwich. Dobby scored a potential goal of the season goal, and I think it's the best goal of the season so far. 5 minutes in, it's one of those goals I got to show you it twice, man. One angle's not enough. Wonderful curling effort with the left foot from just outside the area. What a goal by the Romanian. And then Norwich equalised before we went back in front for an own goal, and then goals from Ferencek just before the break and Koulibaly just before the final whistle gave us the 4-1 victory to extend the undefeated run. So it's been, I think it's 23 or perhaps 24 games undefeated. We haven't lost a game since the back end of September at home to West Brom by 3-0. It's been incredible. Without question the best run of the series, but I'm pretty sure it's going to end today. Maybe not at St Andrews, although there could be a cup set here because Birmingham right now are in top of League One and playing quite well. So you never know. It could end the first game, but if it doesn't end the first game, it'll probably end in the second game. We're away at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City. So yeah, 2 tough games, especially with the first one coming quickly after the Norwich game. So we will be fielding a weakened side for this game. Maybe Birmingham sniff an upset. And now, just before we get into the game, though, there are a couple of things to show you. First, the Premier League table. Right now, you can see we're in 3rd place. The unbeaten run has seen us rise up the table. And whilst I can't see us being in a title race this season, it's far too early. We are the surprise package. You never know. The top 4 is definitely a possibility. I haven't mentioned it in the entire season so far because I don't want to jinx it, but it is definitely a possibility. I've promised a couple of players will qualify for the Champions League this year. Louise and Benjamin, I think it is too. But it's a possibility. It really is. It's going to be tough. There's good teams around us right now, but we're doing well to stay in the top 4, and to have been in the top 4 for this long as well is very, very impressive. It's a lot. Oh, we dropped out once, but it's been basically the longest run in the series where we've been in the top 4. Now, also transfers as well. One player has signed for the club. You guys know who that was going to be. It's Keith O'Connell. We got this guy from Fulham, £31 million. He's not worth £31 million. I said that when we showed him to you. But he's got some good stats, you know. And I said before, when it comes down to signing English players in FM, this tangible means that they do cost more money. In FIFA career mode, it's not important a player's nationality. But in FM, as I said before, SI do a relatively decent job replicating the transfer market realistically. English players do tend to cost more. He's got some good stats though. You know, he's quick, he's got okay stamina at 14. Mentally, he's not terrible with 19 teamwork. I really like that. And technically as well, 15 crossing, 13 dribbling, 14 first touch, 13 passing, and 13 technique. Not bad. And on a 24-year-old, could still get a little bit better. He only just turned 24 3 days ago. As a backup winger for Clinton Webster, he'll never be first choice, but he'll give us some solid bench production. And as a role player, I think for £31 million, he could be alright. So he's coming from Fulham, and we'll take that. And also one signing might be coming in very soon, and that is Pinga. Pinga, who we're just waiting for a work permit on. We've agreed to sign this guy for, what was it, £16.75 million. Not too much, just about double over the valuation. But this guy's got some really good stats. He's basically a B-Tech Louise, though, isn't he? When you look at his stats and you look at his positions as well, he's basically a B-Tech Louise. He's quick, he's got good stamina, mentally he's very good, 20 determination, you've got to love that, and technically really good as well. A very, very good signing, but just to compare the two right now, and you can see what I mean when I say he's a B-Tech Louise, like, it's just, he's basically the same player, just a little bit worse. You know? Like, he's such a B-Tech Louise. I was kind of disappointed as well, because when I first found him and agreed to start like getting negotiations started with him, I thought his name was Pingu. Pingu, the animated show, it was in Britain. It might have been shown in other countries as well. Pingu, you know, no. I don't know if that's a thing, but like, it was a thing on Twitter for a while. I don't know if it's still a thing now, but I thought it was Pingu. I was like, yes, we're signing Pingu, and now it's actually Pinga. I might have to re-nickname him Pingu, because that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw him, and then he turned out to be a B-Tech Louise. So B-Tech Louise or Pingu, not sure. But anyway, yeah, he should be coming in, just waiting for the work permit. That deal might be completed today. So yeah, let's dive into the first game of today's episode. Then we're away at St Andrews against Birmingham, as we take on a now League One side who will be sniffing a cup set here, and an end to our unbeaten run. Right on the injury front, just one player is down. That is Josh Time. He's currently out with a gashed lower leg, but he should be okay for the first leg of the Manchester City game. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this is going to be our team for the game. We're lining up in a 4-2-3-1 with our normal instructions of this system, and this is our lineup. So Looning's in goal, about for a Chilwell, Maori, Benjamin and Jamesbury. The midfield duo is the Dream and Koulibaly. Attacking midfield trio, Menji on the left, O'Connell making his debut on the right, and O'Reilly the advanced playmaker, with John Black getting the chance to lead the line today. On the bench, Corbett, an academy goalkeeper, Allsop, Ahumada, Paolo, Collar, Mane, and Ready Naldo as well. And one thing to report as well, almost forgot it, you wouldn't notice, but Jordan has indeed now left the club and joined the Chinese side, who I can't remember what their name was, but he's right there. I won't be able to pronounce that name, but Jordan's gone, and look at what salary he's got, 190 grand a week to make the switch to China. Anyway, first game, it's Birmingham. Let's get the win. Come on, you Lions. Obviously, we want to go far in all competitions, naturally, but I would say that right now the most winnable competition we've got this season is the Carabao Cup, so that's why we're fielding a weekend lineup for the FA Cup third round. A lot longer to go in this competition as opposed to the other one. But I'll be disappointed if we do go out here. Of course, it'll be the end of the undefeated run, which has been fantastic. And John Black's going to take a free kick, and he scored! John Black has scored a free kick. What more can this guy do to show he deserves more starts in this team, man? Seriously, the reliable does it once again. John Black has scored a free kick. We barely ever score free kicks in the save, but John Black has scored his first in a Millwall shirt, and he's put us 1-0 up. I gave him the chance today, and he's taken it already 13 minutes in. I love this guy, man, seriously. He's actually got 13 for free kicks, so I can't be that surprised. But either way, John Black, I love this guy. He'll never get sold, ever. He'll always be a squad player in this team, because he's so reliable. O'Reilly to Menji, and a chance to double our lead, and it's Black going for it again. O'Connell, oh yes, it's the dream start for Keith as well. It's 2-0, 90 minutes in, and on his debut, O'Connell gets a goal as well. Absolutely fantastic. Game to number 14 before the game started, and he's pointing his name on the back of the shirt as he makes it 2-0, and maybe £31 million will be a justifiable price tag. Flicked on by Black. O'Connell with the finish. 2-0 Millwall. Perfect start. And now O'Connell finds O'Reilly to look for a third goal, and Matt fires it just wide of the post. What a start this has been. I was saying that there could be a potential cup set on the cards here, but right now we are making sure that is not going to happen as we continue to apply the pressure. Menji to Koulibaly, And our holding midfielder will look to play it through to Matt, into John Black. Black on the ball, goes for goal and fires it just off target. And the third goal is definitely coming at this rate. We're not taking our foot off the gas, and we're looking really, really threatening out there as we look to put more daylight between us and our hosts. As Koulibaly receives the ball from Maori and finds O'Reilly back to the Dream, captaining the side today, through to our El Salvador winger, into Matt O'Reilly. And O'Reilly gets past one, and then plays a lovely ball out wide towards Chilwell. There's a man in the centre, it's John Black. He comes out, plays it back to Chilwell, crosses blocks, and he'll come back to the Dream. I'm getting excited watching this because we're playing so well right now. O'Reilly, Menji, O'Connell. Oh, Keith O'Connell. £31 million worth, every single penny. A brace on his debut. And we lead by 3:28 minutes, and it was coming. It was definitely coming. We've been on fire in this first half an hour, the backup brigade. The Dream on the ball crosses. O'Reilly nods it down. Menji controls, plays it across, and Keith O'Connell to finish. It's 3-0. Incredible start. 4-2-3-1 doesn't really work for us much domestically nowadays, but it certainly is today. We've been on fire as O'Connell finds Black. Oh, and he should have been in for the fourth goal there. Puts it wide the post though, and still 3-0. Keith is having an incredible debut though, isn't he? Trying to shut me up when I say he's not worth £31 million. But 10 minutes to go in the first half, still leading by 3. Great motivation heading into the second game today as well. So 9 minutes to go. Might be a chance here for a fourth goal as Koulibaly on the ball finds Powell off the bench. And there's O'Connell going for the hat-trick, and Benjamin has got a goal instead. We don't see the Frenchman much nowadays, but he's made it 4-0. And with 8 minutes to go, that, well, definitely confirms if it wasn't already. A corner into the centre. It was a bit like pinball in the middle there. I wasn't exactly sure what happened. Koulibaly into Paolo. Paolo to O'Connell. First shot blocked. And then the cross by... Was it a cross or a shot? I don't know. But Benjamin turns it in as Paolo off the bench gets an assist. First game back since injury. And Benjamin, he won the goal of the tournament, didn't he, in the World Cup for that fabulous strike against Argentina. Not quite as nice of a goal, but they all count. And it's 4-0. So a header there easily caught by Lunin. And that should do it. We're into the FA Cup fourth round with a 4-0 victory away at St Andrews. The undefeated run gets extended, and as we wait for the full-time whistle to come any second now, there it is. It's all over. A 4-0 victory. And was that Fabian Delph? I noticed playing for... No, it's Gavin Delph. I thought it was Fabian Delph there playing for Birmingham. That would be a turn up. But a 4-0 victory. Delighted with that. And we'll say to the boys, very pleased with the result and your performance. Everyone is happy. That was a great showing as well on a debut from Keith O'Connell, winning a man of the match with 2 goals. That was brilliant. And what a great signing he could prove to be then as a role player. So yeah, into the FA Cup fourth round, and before the Manchester City game, we'll draw the fourth round and see who we'll be taking on. And yeah, what a fantastic run this has been for Millwall. What is it now? 25 games unbeaten. Incredible. Just checking the stats here so I can find out. Here we are. Most games without losing. 25 games unbeaten. Incredible. I don't remember the last time I had a streak like this in an FM save. It's been a while, that's for sure. And to have it with the Lions feels really good as well. But the next game, again, is Manchester City. I don't think it's going to become 26. It'll be a great result if we can get a draw at least away at the Etihad. But I'm very pessimistic of seeing the run get extended once more. And so just before we move into the second and final game today, it's time for the FA Cup fourth round draw. And we'll see who will be taking on then in the next round of the competition. Obviously, a lot of big names still left in there, of course. And we are going to be taking on Bristol Rovers, a League Two side away from home. And yeah, bring them on. So yeah, Birmingham in the last round, League One side. Now Bristol Rovers, League Two side. You know, I don't often get much luck in the cup draws, but I got to say, you know, with all due respect to those two teams, those are two pretty decent ties, albeit coming away from home. Now watch us lose away in that game and get battered 3-0 or something. But yeah, Bristol Rovers away in the fourth round, and yeah, good draw that one. Alright, so second and final game of today's episode, and just before we dive into it, I totally forgot to show you this. I mentioned it earlier, I briefly touched on it. Julian Benker has decided to sign a new contract here at the Den and has decided to stay, and I'm absolutely delighted. There was a lot of interest from Monaco leading up to the transfer window. They did put in a bid at the start of the window, but thankfully didn't match his release clause, which was, I think it was £86 million in the previous contract. We decided to give Benker a new contract though, and it's a massive deal. It's a 4.5-year deal, 95 grand a week, second highest earner of the club behind Weston McKennie. He's got some big bulky bones bonuses: 20 grand for an appearance, 20 grand for a goal, 200 grand for the team of the year bonus, 300 grand if he's top scorer. If he wins the Europa League, he gets 450 grand. That doesn't count this season, I believe. As a yearly wage rise of 5%. I hate yearly wage rises, but I needed to give it to him. Seasonal landmark goal bonuses, though. Look at these. If he scores 15 goals, which he will do every year or so, you'd think, he's getting $500,000 for us. An extra 5 goals, 130 grand on top. Another 5 goals, another 130 grand on top. Julian Benker is going to be raking in the cash for these 4.5 years, but we had to give it to him, man. He's got some incredible stats. He's, I would say now, the best player in the team. He's really came into his own over the past 2 years. The guy's just an absolute monster. He's described as a world-class player. Benker is the future of our team up top. We absolutely love him. We had to keep him, and that's what we tied him down to. So yeah, new 4.5-year deal. Benker stays, and I'm delighted, but it did come at a big cost. Let's just say that. Anyway, second and final game today. We're away at the Etihad Stadium as we take on Manchester City. We beat them in the last game we played against them, but that's so far the only time this series we've got anything against them in the save. And for the game, we're going to switch back to the 4-2-4, go back to these instructions on the 4-2-4, and also change our lineup as well. Just two players, starting the game that starts at St Andrews as well. So, yeah, let's dive into it. O'Connell's cup tie. Timon's not fit enough to play, so this will be our lineup for the game. Lunin and Chilwell stay in the team, and our back four is Allsop, Ferencik and around the area alongside Ben. The midfield duo is now McKennie and Dobby, with Louise and Webster on the wings and up top together. Marek and that big money contract signing, Julian Benker, alongside our club captain. On the bench, Petkovic, Mauri, Ahumada, Paolo, Menji, John Black, and Redinaldo as well. Second game, it's the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Let's get a good result, take back to the Den. Come on, you Lions. So we're over the halfway point in the first half, and we're still deadlocked at 0-0. This would be a pretty solid result to take back to the Den if we could hold on to it. You know, a clean sheet, not bad. No away goals, of course, but I'd certainly be happy enough to extend the undefeated run and prevent the loss. But a long way to go, of course, and the first highlight does come here just past the half-an-hour mark. As the goalkeeper clears it long, and it's flicked on by Chiesa to Whitney Stewart, a new gen/regen striker I had my eye on, who goes down the right and crosses into Maiga, and already we trail with the first highlight resulting in a goal. That's a new gen/regen strike partnership. Stewart's a decent young English talent, and this Maiga character is one of the best players in the Premier League right now. I might show you stats after the game as well and show you what I'm talking about. Stewart down the right-hand side, takes it around. Was that Paolo? Great cross to the middle, and a good header by Maiga, but with 2 to 3 royal blue shirts there, one of them should have got that header away, but they didn't. It's 1-0 and we trail. Still trailing by 1. In terms of the stats, we don't appear to have played too badly, but at the moment it's not resulting in any clear-cut chance. So what I think I might do is go a bit more technical in the final 28 minutes and go a bit more intricate. Go back to our 4-2-3-1 and see if this works out for us. Benker's not had a good game, neither is Marek. So I think what we'll do is we'll take both of those players off. Do I have... Oh, I didn't put O'Reilly on the bench, did I? Okay, so what we'll do, swap those two roles around, of course. I think we could possibly play Benker as the advanced playmaker. He's certainly got the stats to do that, and I'm retraining him there. And I might take off the captain Marek and bring on Redinaldo and see if the Brazilian could do it for us. John Black is on the bench. I think I might play him as an inside forward for Webster as well. And I'm tempted, actually, to play Benker as an inside forward on the left-hand side and have Luis playing as our advanced playmaker. He's much better down the wing, but with his stats, he can play through the middle. We have given him some light training there as well, and I think I'll do that. So Black cutting into the left, Ben cutting into the right, Redinaldo leading the line, and we'll make those 2 changes there. Still have our most influential players coming off. 26 minutes to go. Is this going to backfire or not? Well, there is a highlight, but sadly it's going to come to our visitors, and McKennie, who's on a booking, has just tripped up Maiga from behind. I think that is going to be a second booking. I was just about to take him off as well for Paolo. That'll teach me not to make those substitutions earlier when I'm first thinking of it. Don't leave it a few minutes. No, just go and do it. McKennie off for a second yellow card, and that's my fault. I was literally just about to replace him with Paolo, and now I can't see us getting back on level terms. So what we'll do is we'll go back to a 4-2-4, but it'll now be a 4-2-3, if you will. 4-2-2-1, and we'll bring on Paolo for Luis. In fact, you know what? We'll take off Benker, and actually, you know what? We will take off Luis for Paolo, and we'll actually operate him more in a box-to-box midfield role, and yeah, we'll go with that. So 15 minutes to go, and that yellow card, second yellow card to a red card, should probably see the game end there. Well, we were definitely still in the game up until that point. We didn't create a single opportunity in the match, and that's a bit frustrating. When you think about our great attacking pieces, to not have a single highlight resulting in our favour is a little bit disappointing, to say the very least, and especially on the back of a 25-game unbeaten run, which is officially going to come to an end as soon as the final whistle goes. So, you know, a 1-0 loss does keep us in the tie, heading back to the Den, absolutely no doubt about that. And in terms of the stats, we didn't even play that badly, or so it suggests. But it was a game of a few chances. City took the one they got, and that's why they got the win. But I'll say to the boys, it was just one of those days. Everyone's relaxed and motivated, so that's okay. And yeah, hopefully at the Den we'll put in a better showing and return to winning ways. But that's it then. Our undefeated run is over 25 games. Still very proud of that. And we're still in the competition as well. We're definitely still in it. There's still a chance that we could possibly get ourselves through in the second leg, but we will have to overcome the 1-0 deficit. And if City score at the Den, that will definitely be all over. So that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. Big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and you help channel out as well. Much love, have a great evening, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. I think what we'll do is we'll play Manchester City at home in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, possibly skip the Bristol Rovers game and then play West Ham at home, or maybe a triple header, one of those two combinations anyway. And yeah, I'll see you for the episode very soon. Bye.